respected Bashir Saab, my dear friend Monica ji, eminent people from the legal fraternity and other dignitaries present. At the outset, I give my unconditional apology for not being able to be present physically with all of you. There were some circumstances beyond my control which prevented me to come physically to Bombay and enrich myself in the company of all legal luminaries present today. Kindly, therefore, accept my participation virtually. Friends, this century is the century of legal leadership, particularly in the Indian context. India has witnessed a remarkable transformation in several fields, be it industries, to social sectors, to infrastructure, to digitization. And that's where our role as legal professionals come. Friends, India has become an economic powerhouse, attracting investment from all across the world. Due to several landmark reforms, which includes changes in GST, introduction of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, Real Estate Regulatory Act, lowering of corporate tax, demonopolization of coal. These reforms also induces international investors to come via 100% foreign direct investment, which is 100% via automatic route. Friends, you will be happy to know that these reforms and schemes have turned India into an attractive investment destination, which led to a jump of 79 positions in the ease of doing business rankings, and this has increased employment opportunities both for Indians and for others, making the need of legal services more relevant than it was ever before. You will be surprised to know that even in the midst of lockdown in 2022, when the entire world was virtually stopped and the capital was virtually draining out of all countries, our country witnessed a record-breaking FCI, that is foreign contribution, into India, which is now slated to grow 12 times, making it $1 trillion. Digitalization has played a very important role. The schemes of the government like Digital India and Startup India have greatly contributed to the technological transformation of India, requiring more and more legal leadership in our profession. Today, India has 115 unicorns with a cumulative valuation of over $350 billion. India is the third largest startup ecosystem of the world today. Digitization has played a very crucial role in empowering Indian citizens and again thereby attracting investments and making legal professionals more relevant than ever before. We have citizens with over 750 million mobile internet users as on date. And as I speak, India is adding one new internet user every 3 seconds. This is the fastest in the world. The technological evolution has also impacted social sectors. India has the world's largest health insurance scheme called Ayushman Bharat. This scheme is completely cashless, paperless, and is fully digital, covering 500 million people, which is more than the population of entire European Union. In terms of digital payments, the quantum of digital payments in India is almost 7 times of that in the United States and Europe combined, and 3 times of that in China. India is not only capable of developing its vaccines for COVID-19 locally, but has also helped other countries globally, setting up an unprecedented example of globalization. Make locally and act globally. Friends, we administered 2.2 billion vaccine doses in the country through a digital platform called CoWIN, which is totally seamless, digital and verifiable. And I am happy to share that the total number of doses of vaccine India administered is 2.5 times the combined population of United States and European Union put together. In past few years only, our nation has built 3 million houses, which is equivalent to giving houses to whole of Australia. In few years only. We have given 24.3 million water connections, which is giving water connections to the entire country of Brazil. 10 million electricity connections, which are equivalent to giving electricity connection to the whole of Germany. In terms of building infrastructure and roads, in few years only we have built 55,000 kilometers of road, which is equivalent to building of roads in almost 3/4 of the entire Europe. I am giving these figures to bring home the point that digitization and the economic growth, which is phenomenal and almost miraculous, is going to need legal services and legal expertise more and more. We have already started using transformative technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and others in the legal process. Friends, the government and the parliament is doing its best to ensure that there is less and less of clogging in courts. As a part of this initiative of the Honorable Prime Minister, the Parliament has repealed hundreds of outdated laws and has decriminalized several minor offences which were not affecting the society. This would make the growth of the legal dispute process faster. Categorically emphasize our online dispute resolution efforts. This concept is based on the intelligence that avoiding dispute and containment is as relevant for the common man as resolving it after the dispute occurs. In our country, online dispute resolution has been a shining example, especially in the post-pandemic era of specialized private sector concept that has translated into a policy framework by the Government of India. Friends, there are following 4 trends which are found, which we as legal professionals must keep in mind while developing our legal skills and while ensuring that we are in a position to give best of the legal leadership both on individual levels and at the level of firms, now that the international law firms are also permitted to have their Indian offices. First, decarbonization. As the world struggles to get its house in order, India is leading the climate fight example. The National Green Hydrogen Mission and our remarkable delivery on expanding renewable energy is the case on the point. This again invites more and more investment and more infrastructural projects. Second is deglobalization. Friends, we are aware that the world increasingly looks inwards while we are emerging as the global economic powerhouse, a manufacturing hub, an investment destination, and an export champion of the world. Third is demographics. As the world ages, India has a vibrant and young population which would contribute to India's growth story. We are one of the youngest countries in the world with an average age of 29 years. Last but not the least is digitization. As India marches towards becoming one of the largest economies in the world, we as a nation are in a position to make cutting edge and first of its kind intervention that will help the economy grow, which will improve the ease of living and make India a destination for efficient, effective and affordable dispute resolution destination. This would require our legal leadership. More and more investments are coming in our country and they require legal assistance. Both litigators and non-litigators are now in demand, and it's the time where we show our legal scholarship and our leadership skills. Friends, we don't want to attract just investment from across the world, but we need to attract people across the world who come here not just for investment but also for getting our legal advice, use our legal scholarship and use our legal services, which I am sure we are in a position to provide. This is more relevant because recently, now that the foreign law firms are permitted to have their offices in India. Friends, once again I tender my apology. I am depriving myself of the company of so many of eminent people who are present, but the circumstances were beyond my control and therefore I have to deprive myself of this great opportunity. Kindly pardon me for that. I wish this function success and I thank the organizers to giving me an opportunity to virtually meet you. I wish all the best to every one of you. A very good evening. Thank you so much.